Hey everybody, welcome to Tiny Room Studios, our Singer Songwriter Spotlight Series. My name is Tim Gamache, filling in for Mo Corbett. I'll be your host tonight, and I'm so excited to bring to you tonight's artist, Taylor Sackson.
Thank you. You asked me how I was, so I told you the truth. It scared you and I were both silent. And I'm asking for a lie. Didn't mean to, but I'm not awake anymore. I wake up in a puddle, I wring myself out, I drive until I can remember just where I was going. I sing to the radio, at least it listens to me. I build a house out of my ribcage. When I laugh, the walls shake, and things slide off the shelves and shatter. I put the broken pieces right back where I found it. I wake up in a puddle and I wring myself out. I drive until I can remember just where I was going. I sing to the radio, at least it listens to me. Oh, wake up to the clouds, and they grin back. I grin until my cheeks split open. When it falls apart, just like it always does, that'll be a reminder. Oh, oh, ooh. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in and for Tiny Rooms for having me. This is super cool. And I don't think I've ever done a Twitch of any form or shape in my life. So I feel like I could work at Best Buy right now. That's the only thing I can think of to explain it. So anyway, that was Inertia, and that's a song, the first single I ever released after I left a band, and it's the first song I released under my own name. And so I'm also going to be releasing an album hopefully very soon. And this is going to be the title track off of that, and it's called You're Not a Friend. So I get often asked who this is about, and it's about a lot of people. Am I allowed to swear on here? Is swearing permitted? Okay, thank you. I'm just preparing. There's a little voice inside my head, and it tells me I deserve whatever I could easily get. I missed the sunset today. I forgot to draw the blinds. I kept them down all day. You're not a friend, so call it like it is. And you can reach for me when it's convenient, but my love isn't free. In fact, it's all mess, and you are not a friend. You don't intend to be. Oh no. Oh no. And it hurts just like it should. And I know that you're up to no good when you breathe in deep like that. You are not my friend, so call it like it is. And you can reach for me when it's convenient, but my love isn't free. In fact, it's all mess. You are not a friend. You are not a friend. You are not a friend. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. I missed the sunset today. I forgot to draw the blinds. I kept them down all day. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the studio clapping because I just don't know what else to do after. I need the validation very badly. Anyway, so again, my name is Taylor Sackson. I know some of my family and friends were planning on joining, so thanks for coming. There's people, I think, in Minnesota even watching. So thanks, guys, thanks. I'm gonna do the most random song I could think of, and I think my mom will think this is really funny, so this is mostly for Mary Saxon. Looks like we made it. Look how far we've come, my baby. Glad we took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it. But just look at us going on. We're still together, so going strong. You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong turn to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the one that I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss goodnight. You're still the one. That was the most. Thank you. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna do a song. It's called 2004 Honda Civic, and it was released a little bit ago, and then I'm re-releasing it on my album. So, if you know this one, sing along at your house. Born on the outside, but you love the shit in it. I knew I loved you when the books fell out your glove box. You got interesting ideas, and they're honestly your own, and you could drive me home. I hope we are right for each other, I do. I hope we are right for each other, I do. 'Cause everything you've ever owned is left on the floor. You still draw me home. Searching for the right words to say, but you took my breath away. I wanted it so bad. I want you to see me. Maybe we'll make out accidentally start a family. I hope we are right for each other, I do. I hope we are right for each other, I do. 'Cause everything you've ever owned is left on the floor. You still drive me home. Oh. Searching for the right words to say, but you took my breath away. Thanks, guys. Thank you. That's a fun one. That's about my boyfriend has very prominent ADHD, and his car is really fucking trashed inside. So that's what that song's about, in case anyone wanted to know. So, I normally play full band. That's my favorite thing ever, and I'm really enjoying the acoustic stripped down stuff because it challenges me to come up with other things to do, while it's happening. So, also, if you'd like to see me full band, anyone who's in LA, I'll be playing at the Mint on July 30th. So my band and I will be there. It'll be a good time. It's in a couple weeks. It's on a Saturday, which I feel like shows in LA are always on weekdays, so there's really no excuse for you fuckers. So what should I do? Oh, I'm gonna do a song called Twisted Shit. Am I swearing too much, or are you gonna get like flagged or something? Okay. Oh, sorry. And this song kind of applies to a lot of eras of my life, and I feel like I always come back to this song, and I've moved around quite a bit in my life, and which is a good thing, but it's also a stressful thing, and I feel like every time I move into a new building or a new city or anything like that, I have to kind of navigate what that means to me, and this song is about that. So, especially in the music business, I feel like when you are constantly settling somewhere new and you have to like relearn and reprogram the whole industry, it's a lot. So this is Twisted Shit. What started it all? I thought you were afraid to fall. Now you're just afraid of someone's defeat, that they get to love you and not me. And my best just on my own, like I think. Oh, what do we do? They said I looked, oh God, my best with you. Realize now that that's some twisted shit to say, that I might as well just be erased. And my best just on my own, like you said. Life is so fragile that it scares me all the time. Don't want it at all without. I am not at all the child you once thought you knew. Now I'm just floating around my new neighborhood, and it's priceless, so I'm always alone. Now I have it all without you. I still feel you on me. There's not much left that I could ask of you. Life is so fragile that it scares me all the time. Don't want it at all without. Cause I still feel you on me. There's not much left I could ask of you. Life is so fragile that it scares me all the time. Don't want it at all without you. Thank you. Oh, dear. 1 second. Trying to think what else I should do. Let's see. I might do another cover. I did one for my mom, so I should do one for my dad. Is Scott Sackson even watching? He is watching? Of course he's fucking watching. So, fun fact about this one. I don't really talk about this a whole lot because it's quite a dumb story. But I did a show. I did a singing competition show. It's a very popular one. And I got to choose, because of the height of COVID, we could only bring one person with us to film this show. Normally you can bring as many people as you want. It's like a part of the whole, fucking game, the mind fuckery that they do. And I brought my dad, of course. He's my #1 supporter, easily. There's no one that is more obsessed with me than that guy. So I brought him, and we thought it would be so funny if I covered a Black Sabbath song. And so that's what I did. And the shit comments I got from the judges when I did this song is so funny to me, and it's one of my favorite memories with my dad. So I always think of him when I play this, because it's just ridiculous. And somehow I made the show, but they just acted like I was the scum of the earth. And anyway, this is Paranoid. Is he going off in the comments at all? I had no business auditioning with this song. Finished with my woman, 'cause she could not help me with my mind. Oh, people think I'm insane because I'm frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. I think I just might lose my mind if I don't find it to pass me by. Oh, oh, can you help me occupy my brain? Oh, yeah. Make a joke and I will sigh, and you will laugh and I will cry. Oh, happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so unreal. And so as you hear these words, they're telling you now of my state. Oh, I tell you to enjoy life. I wish I could, but it's too late. Can you help me occupy my brain? Oh, thank you. If you ever have another guest do Black Sabbath and Shania Twain in the same show, please fucking call me, because I will murder them. I think I'm going to do one more song, if that's okay. And I'm going to tune down for this one. And This is probably my favorite song on my album that's coming out. It's very personal to me, and there's probably some people from my hometown watching this that are gonna be utterly shocked by this song, and that's okay. And it's called Black Coffee, and if you don't like it, don't say anything. You know? Thank you again, Tiny Room, for having me. This has been super cool. And I believe after this, we're doing an interview of some sort as well. So if you see a pause screen, you should stay, because I'm extremely interesting, and we're going to talk about that. So just kidding. Again, this is called Black Coffee. So thank you so much for listening, and yeah. Let's get that D string one more time. Okay. If Ashton's still watching, I'm going to dedicate this one to her. Out of the emptiness, I remember you're still in your hometown. Then I considered on my drive that maybe over time June would stop showing up. But it comes back every year, thinking about all my fears. I cried on my collar, and you still wanna know if I'm coming home. If I'm coming home. I remember you were just a kid, and then I wasn't so upset with what you did. 'Cause when you think about it, I would have done exactly what you did to me. And so now I am on my way to a new life. Every day, and the highs are high, so the lows were, you know. Well, now you know. Did you know? Well, somehow I'm 24 and I'm thinking too much of my place before you. Would you pick me up right where you left me and act like you didn't and call me baby? They'd cease fight and say, what's the big deal? Would you push them off, convince me it's real? Would you tell my dad that you think I lost it, push the idea that you couldn't have robbed it? Would you hit me again and slam your black coffee, or wreck your car just to tell me you love me? If you love me, won't you say something that makes more sense? If you love me, won't you say something that makes more sense? If you love me, won't you say something that makes more sense? don't you say something that makes more sense? Thank you. I'm Taylor Sackson. Thanks for hanging out. I think we'll be right back, correct? We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for staying tuned with us. Again, my name is Tim Gamache. This is Taylor Sackson. What an incredible performance that was. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Your voice is unbelievable. You've got like huge range and also a dynamic range. You can really sing like any genre, it seems. And like you said, like you played Black Sabbath and Shania Twain in the same set. I mean, how did you find such an eclectic place in the music world? You know, what influences led you to this really eclectic place?
Thank you. First of all, thank you. Anytime anyone compliments my range, I usually just say it's shouting because I just feel like I'm shouting, and somehow I don't lose my voice after I sing, which is great because someday I will. But I would really credit all of my music taste to my dad, honestly. Just, I think because I grew up listening to the most random shit ever, and then I just found things I liked in every genre of music, and I don't know. So that's why I did a country song and a metal song, because there's things I like about both of those songs. I don't know how to explain it. I think that I like literally every type of music. There's not a single thing. Yeah.
That's a really good way, I think, to listen to music, is to sort of listen to it, not adhering to genre, and just listening to what you like and acknowledging that you like it.
Well, I think I saw something too where it was like people usually, there's two different types of listeners. There's a lot of different listeners, but in music, a lot of listeners either listen to lyrics or they listen to instruments, and it just kind of depends on your brain. For me, I've always really liked lyrics, and so I think for me it's like if I can relate to a song lyrically, I don't really care what it sounds like, if it's just the noise doesn't matter to me. So that's probably why. But anyway.
Well, that's incredible. Your songwriting skills are really stellar. How many of you threw in 2 covers in there? The rest are originals, right? I've noticed on Spotify you've got a couple singles out, you've got an EP out. Are you in the process of recording an album?
Yes.
Because there was some songs you played tonight that I don't think I've heard. I don't think
I only did
released.
one song that's
Gotcha.
Actually, this keeps cutting out. I don't know if I'm pushing something. I only did one song that's released, and that's Inertia. I recorded an album in March, and I don't know when that will be out yet. It's not entirely up to me, but hopefully very soon. I'm excited about it. It's going to be my debut album, actually. So that's probably why there's not a whole lot of stuff online right now. I was in a band for a really long time, and we released a lot of stuff in that group. Is it cutting out?
I think so.
Okay. We released a lot of stuff in that group, and that took up it was a huge waste of time for me. And so now I'm just kind of recuperating and releasing things on my own. And I luckily have an awesome team now, and we're just kind of working on figuring out a release plan now. So there is quite a few things on there. I've been experimenting a lot with my sound and figuring that out, because I've never really been on my own like this musically. So that's why a lot of my songs kind of sound different. And but what's coming out is my favorite thing I've ever done in my life. So
That's great.
Thank you.
That's really exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah, and congratulations. I mean,
Thank
the
you.
recording process and the writing process, I know how long it can take. Is that something that usually takes for you like years? I mean, I know people who just somehow expedite the process. But
Right.
for me, it's always taken a long time.
Well, yeah, I think that it honestly, I'm sure for you too, it could go either way. There's a song, Twisted Shit, on my new album. I think I wrote that probably 4 years ago. And then there's a song, Black Coffee, I wrote like 2 months before we recorded it, honestly. So lately, it's just kind of been a collection of a bunch of ideas I've had that were kind of pushed to the side by other people for a while. So that's really what this new album is. But since we recorded that album, have already written another album, because luckily my writer's block has gone away and I'm able to write again. And so It's hard. Sorry, I keep like answering like a fucking politician. But with the other album, it was with this album that I'm going to be releasing. It was sort of a collection of like a lot of years, and then the one that's coming out after that, I would say, was very expedited. So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How long have you been in LA?
I moved to LA a little over a year ago.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you said you wrote Twisted Shit 4 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
And that song was about like that. You said that process of like when you move to a new city, sort of like finding your place in the music industry and feeling sort of battered around by it a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm sure you're great. I just met you, but that song is also about men in this industry and how mistreated women are in this industry. And, you know, you kind of like escape one location thinking it might be better and it's not. And so I think Twisted Shit's a lot about that. And luckily, LA is probably the most comfortable and happy I've ever been. I think there's a huge stigma with this city that it's like an uninviting place, but I've never met more collaborative people in my life. You know, like we met on the internet or through a friend, and here we are, you know? So I think that LA is really good at sharing.
Well, people used to tell me that because I came from the East Coast. I came from Boston, and people said that people in LA were fake nice, and the people in Boston were genuinely mean. And that's somewhere in the middle of the country, people were genuinely nice.
Yeah.
But to be honest, somebody who's going to put in the effort to like be nice to me, I don't care if it's quote unquote fake. That just seems like a more decent way.
I think also out here though, everybody wants everyone to succeed. Like if you do well, now that we've met, like I'll do well, you know? Like I want you to do well. And I think that a lot of smaller cities, there's just a lot more competition, weirdly enough.
Right.
And I just love out here. Every friend I've made has given me something I could use in my career and vice versa. And all my friends are musicians, really. So Twisted Shit is essentially just kind of about bouncing around and figuring that out and being treated like shit by men and all that kind of stuff. And luckily, I don't really feel that way about that song anymore. So yeah.
Well, it's really good that you found a music community in LA. It sounds like that is very supportive of you and you of them as well. For people listening who want to support you, how can they find you on social media? Where should they
Thank
go
you
to
for
follow
asking,
you?
because my team was like, please fucking plug your Instagram, because I always forget to plug myself. It's just Taylor Sackson.
Okay.
I'm sure you'll have the way my name is spelt on here somewhere, but just Taylor Sackson on everything. I mostly use Instagram.
Okay.
Facebook is, we already discussed this. I hate Facebook, but I have one if you must look at it. So I would say Instagram.
Cool. And we'll make sure we link those down in the description below, so feel free to scroll down and click on that.
Yep. Just at Taylor Sackson. I think my website, which is just taylorsaxon.com, also has like all my tour dates and all that kind of stuff. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing your gift with us today. You played an incredible set. It's really such a treat to listen to you, and I can't wait to hear the album.
Thank you. Me too. It was very good to meet you. Thank you for having me. This is a very cool place. Very
good to meet you, and I hope to have you back very soon.
I'd love that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for watching today. Again, I'm Tim Gamache. This is Taylor Sackson. We're at Tiny Room Studios in Los Angeles, and this concludes our 8th episode of the Singer Songwriter Spotlight Series. Thank you.